When you think about leadership, what do you picture? Is it someone speaking confidently in front of a group, or perhaps someone making important decisions under pressure? It's not just the words they say that define great leaders, it's their nonverbal communication. The way they carry themselves, their posture, and how they interact with others without saying a word. And the truth is, you can learn a lot about leadership just by paying attention to these nonverbal cues, because guess what? You already have the potential to lead. But you might just need to unlock these hidden communication tools within yourself. Let's start with something simple: posture. Imagine a leader walking into a room. They stand tall, shoulders back and head held high. There's no slouching, no shrinking. They take up space. Not in an arrogant way, but in a way that says, "I'm confident. I belong here." When you walk into a room with good posture, you're immediately perceived as someone who is confident and capable. So next time you enter a room, stand tall. Feel the difference in how you carry yourself and how others react to you. Now let's talk about eye contact. Leaders know that the way they use eye contact can convey authority and trustworthiness. When they make eye contact, it's steady and intentional, not too intense, but just enough to show they are fully engaged. When you speak with someone, try maintaining eye contact, but don't overdo it, because eye contact that's too intense can make others feel uncomfortable. You'll find that this subtle balance of eye contact will help you communicate confidence and trust, just like the leaders you admire. Have you ever noticed how great leaders never seem rushed? It's almost like they have all the time in the world. Their movements are calm and deliberate, and even in stressful situations, they seem to remain composed. They don't fidget, they don't tap their feet, and they certainly don't check their phone every few minutes. They're present in the moment, and they make sure that every action they take is meaningful. When you focus on being more present in conversations and meetings, you'll start to notice how much more in control you feel. The way leaders speak is another key component of their nonverbal communication. Their tone of voice is steady, calm, and controlled, but it's not flat. They know how to vary their pitch and pace to emphasize important points, but they never shout. They don't need to, because their presence alone commands attention. Think about how you speak next time you're in a meeting. Do you feel like you need to raise your voice to be heard? Or do you speak with calm assurance, knowing your words will carry weight even when spoken softly? By focusing on your tone and the way you express yourself, you can begin to influence how others perceive you. Leaders also excel at listening. It's not just about hearing the words spoken, but about actively engaging with the speaker. They lean in slightly, not to show they're listening, and their body language conveys that they're fully present. When you focus on being an active listener, you not only gain the trust and respect of others, but you also communicate that you value their opinions. You can practice this by maintaining open body language and showing attentiveness when someone is speaking. Let them know they have your undivided attention. Another trait of leaders is their ability to use hand gestures in a controlled and purposeful way. When they speak, they use their hands to emphasize key points, but they don't overdo it. Their gestures are open, inviting, and never frantic. They know that hand gestures can communicate confidence and authority, and they use them wisely. When you use your hands to emphasize your words, it adds weight to what you're saying, and it shows that you're engaged and passionate about the topic at hand. Practice using purposeful hand gestures in your conversations, and you'll see how much more dynamic and compelling you become. There's another subtle body language cue that great leaders master, and that's mirroring. Mirroring is when you subtly mimic the posture or gestures of the person you're speaking with. It helps create a sense of connection and rapport. Leaders use this to build trust and make others feel more comfortable around them. Try mirroring the body language of the person you're talking to, whether it's leaning in when they lean in, or mirroring their posture. You'll notice how this subtle change can make your conversations flow more smoothly and help you form a deeper connection with others. Leaders also understand the importance of maintaining control over their facial expressions. They know that their facial expressions can say more than words ever could. A raised eyebrow, a small smile, or a focused gaze can convey power and intention, so they're always mindful of what their face is saying when you're communicating. Pay attention to your facial expressions. Are you smiling when you should be, or are you frowning unknowingly? Practice controlling your facial expressions to match the tone of the conversation, and you'll instantly come across as more self-assured. When a leader enters a room, they have an aura of calmness and authority, but they are not just calm on the outside, they are also in tune with their internal state. Their breathing is steady and their emotions are under control. They don't let their nerves show, and they don't let external stressors affect how they present themselves. When you work on staying calm, both physically and emotionally, you create an environment where you can think clearly and act with purpose. You begin to project an image of someone who is capable of handling any situation with ease. It's important to note that great leaders don't need to be the loudest or most dominant in the room. They don't need to take over every conversation or talk over others. In fact, often it's the opposite. The most influential leaders are those who can take a step back, listen, and allow others to speak. They give space to others to share their thoughts, and they know how to encourage collaboration. The next time you're in a meeting, try stepping back a little, let others speak, and encourage others to share their thoughts. This will not only help you build stronger relationships but also position you as a leader who values the input of others. As you continue to observe successful leaders, you'll begin to see how much of their influence comes from the way they carry themselves. It's their body language, their nonverbal cues, and how they make others feel. Leaders don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk, and they do so with confidence, poise, and intentionality. You too can develop these skills. It starts with paying attention to your posture, your gestures, your facial expressions, and how you interact with others. By becoming more mindful of these nonverbal cues, you'll start to notice changes not just in how others perceive you, but in how you feel about yourself. As you begin to exude more confidence and poise, you'll find that you naturally step into a more leadership-oriented role. Whether it's in your personal life, in your career, or in your social circles, you'll notice how powerful nonverbal communication can be. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, because you will learn tons of information in the next video. See you soon.